Yeah, welcome to the dojo, baby, man. Have no fear. TyKwonDoe is here. What's going on with y'all today, man? Listen, we gonna get into all the deep stuff today, bro. Semen retention, NoFap, the benefits of semen retention, what I think about it. Do I support it? Do I not support it? Is it good or bad? And guess what? We're gonna get into the science of it. We gonna really get into this shit today, man. A lot of y'all talk about No Nut November and all this stuff. So we're gonna address these topics today because a lot of people do ask, hey Todd, what do you think about this? What do you think about that? That's one of the bigger popular terms with the internet these days, especially with all the, you know what I'm saying, porn addiction going on around and all the demons getting the Los Santos customs added on perks to their bodies. So, you know, young men is being tested more than ever to feed into their lust. You got TikTok, Instagram, Twitter, everything you use nowadays, it was some in one way or another test your lust or test some sort of a desire that you may have. So it's really important that we get into these topics and really talk about this shit today. On a side note though, before we get into that, 130K pack on the way, baby. If y'all wonder where I've been at, because I haven't been on Twitch or YouTube really that much in the past couple of days, I've been outside, baby. If I'm ever not active on one of these apps, you know what I'm saying, you can always find me on Instagram or Twitter, bro. So it's posting on Instagram, TyKwonDoe TV, my Instagram at the bottom.
Hell, bro.
First of all,
the lion's mane though, man.
Just got my hair done yesterday, man. Call me 1v3 Kwondoe. But listen, let's get right back to this video though. First comes first, right? You got NoFap, you got semen retention, yada yada yada. To my knowledge, NoFap is just not masturbating, right? It's just not masturbating, right? Semen retention is not nutting ever. Not getting your rocks off ever. Like not at all. If you're on semen retention, you're not busting a nut in any way possible, any way, shape, or form that you can. Now listen, you have the extremists of this shit where it'll be like, yeah, I'm on day 999,000 of semen retention. Yo, y'all niggas kill me when y'all be like, yeah, bro, I'm on day 652 of semen retention. We gonna get into why that's bad, right? But I just want to say it's the funniest shit ever when I see that shit and they be like, okay, what you want, a cookie, my nigga? What you, nigga, you need some pussy? Bro, you don't need no pussy, but I'm just saying, bro. Like, goddamn, my nigga, that's not the flex that you think it is, bro. I'm telling y'all, it's not the flex that y'all think it is. Okay, let's get into it, bro. And now, I don't know what y'all gonna be expecting from this explanation, but what I really don't bring to YouTube a lot is a lot of y'all don't know that before I'm going back to college now and I'm changing my major. Before that, my nigga, my shit was cell and molecular biology, organic chemistry, nutrition, biology, genetics, all these crazy ass topics, calculus, statistics. I took all these classes, bro, and did very well in them. So when it comes to topics like this, I always try to look at it from a scientific manner and express my and put the facts out like that. I never try to come in here with a bunch of emotion and opinion. I will use my opinion in it to make educated statements, but it's just like a lot of this, when I think of it, I think of it either from a spiritual point of view or a scientific point of view, or just put them together all in one. So starting with semen retention, right? That's what we're gonna make this whole video about. Now, going to the basics, bro. As a species, as human beings, as Homo sapiens, right? There are two things we need in order to survive, right? There's two things that are fundamental to our survival. We need to reproduce and we need to sustain ourselves. Any nutrients that are not in our body, we gotta get our nutrients. We need to reproduce and sustain ourselves. Now, that's all we need. So guess what? What are two things that we all have no matter what? We get horny and we get hungry. Why? Because these things are fundamental to our survival. Fuck all that being intelligent and I learned this, and if you don't reproduce, or you don't eat and drink water and stuff like that, you will die. That's it. If every human being, if every man on the planet was on fucking semen retention, we would probably die soon. We would just cease to exist. There would be no babies. There would be no, the human race would just not keep, you know what I'm saying, increasing. Right? Now, I'm not bashing semen retention, because I actually support it for a couple of reasons, right? Let's get into it. Because we fundamentally need to reproduce and need to eat or whatever in order to survive. We get hungry, we get horny. Those are impulses. Those are innate, instinctual desires that we have. With that being said, along with semen retention, you have something called fasting. Now, for any Muslims, you know what I'm saying, in the community, I know DOJO got a lot of diversity. We are very diverse and inclusive community. We got Muslims, we got Christians, we got other people of different, all types of, you know, ethnic groups and all different types of nationalities and, you know, religions and whatever, right? But especially for the Muslims in the crowd, man. You know, but fasting for like the month of Ramadan, right? Now listen, I feel like along with semen retention, and we're not even about to make this super religious, so don't even look at it like I'm mentioning religions. I'm looking at it from a spiritual point of view. When it comes to fasting, semen retention, and things of that nature, the bigger picture is that if you can have the self-control to stop yourself from doing something that is fundamental to your nature and your survival, you have the type of authority over yourself that no one can take away from you. And that self-control is bigger than semen retention. It's bigger than fasting, not eating or not nutting. It's bigger than that. The bigger picture. It will give you the type of discipline and consistency in all your decisions in your life. If you can stop yourself from doing something that's so fundamental to your survival, all your decisions that you make, you'll start to understand your power in those decisions. Because a lot of people, for the most part, they're just at bay of all of their impulses, all of their desires. They got horny. They seen something on TikTok. It made them horny, so they went to watch porn and they started beating me. All throughout this path of actions and triggers and emotions and whatever they're experiencing that triggered them to make an action, they lack the self-control to block the chain or to stop the flow of that. But when you know how to fast and when you know how to, you know, go through semen retention, you know what it feels like to fight those demons, to fight those inner desires, inner impulses, and to fight against your own nature and to master that and to become one with that and to do that on a day-to-day basis. That's not easy, right? That's why I do fuck with semen retention and fasting. But not only that, right? Let's get into the scientific benefits of these things. But I'm not even giving my opinion yet. I'm just laying the facts out. Not even that. In the scientific manner, with semen retention, when you hold your sperm, right? You gotta imagine, bro. This same sperm, if you put this into a girl or a woman's egg, you could create a whole fucking little Timmy, a little John, a whole, you know what I'm saying, a little you, right? Do you realize what's in that sperm? The nutrients that's in that sperm, the chemical makeup of that sperm. So when your body doesn't release that and you hold it in, there are two things that happen. Number one, you'll have like a wet dream or something where you'll end up coming in your sleep or something like that. We all know what a wet dream is, right? Now listen, the thing about that is, what y'all don't realize, when y'all had them very sexualized dreams and y'all go through that shit, it's 9 times out of 10 because of the subconscious shit that you've seen throughout the day. You might be on semen retention, so you're not going and having sex with women, or you're not going and watching porn and stuff like that to trigger your lust, but you still scrolling through your Instagram, you still scrolling through your TikTok, you still at the beach all day, and you seeing women twerk, you seeing women with their whole butt cheeks out. We all know TikTok and Instagram and Twitter, my nigga, that is the pre-game lobby to porn. If not porn itself. We know how Twitch be looking. I mean, not Twitch. Twitter be looking. Twitter is just straight up porn, bro. But TikTok and Instagram, nigga, that's the pregame lobbies. That's the loading screen to porn. That's just the mediator, the middleman. As soon as you see that, you be like, damn, now you on Reddit. Now you on X videos. Now you on these wild sites. Or if, guess what? Even if you don't go to the website after that, bro, after you see the trigger, subconsciously, you already just seen that woman. It went into your brain, and you couldn't really shake it. Even if you stop thinking about it, you scroll past, like, all right, let me stop. Let me get off her page. Let me stop scrolling, right? You still planted that seed, and then guess what? When you had that dream, bam. So the prevention is better than the cure a lot of times. You need to be careful what you're consuming, what you're watching, what you're listening to. You understand? Because that will feed into things later. That will have other effects that you're not even thinking about. So, fasting. Because now we in a semen retention, I might as well start mentioning fasting and stuff like that. There are, oh my God, bro, nigga. There's a tsunami of benefits when it comes to fasting. I'm going to just mention some of my favorites. Not only are you stopping certain cancers and making yourself less likely to have them, but you're supporting your body and making it stronger in ways that will fight either diseases, cancer, viruses, or whatever the case may be. Because when you fast, you replace your white blood cells, which are a part of your immune system. You clean up a lot of the built up shit in your body that has not had the time to be released. So imagine this: if you eating every day, your body's like a factory, right? You eating every day, you consuming whatever junk food, you drinking alcohol, you smoking weed, whatever you doing every day, right? Or you drinking water, you're not drinking water. Your body, these workers are constantly working. Your factory is constantly in work. But when you have that one day off, right? Or no, let me keep to the factory thing. If your factory is so busy, over time you'll start cutting corners. Your body will do this too. If so much is going on in your body will start cutting corners. So it won't be able to do certain jobs as well. What are these jobs? You have something called autophagy. Autophagy is when it's like trash day for your body. It's like when your body just cleans up shit. This might be dead DNA. This might be just fucking all types of bad shit laying around your body that your body needs to get rid of and just dump out of your and clean up. Now, if you're constantly eating, you're constantly putting all this bad shit in your kidneys, you constantly all this in your digestive tract, your body don't really have as much time to take care of those processes. So these things build up over time. Same thing with fat. People talk about fat. Oh yeah, I want to burn fat. I want to start eating better and blah, blah, blah. Bro, the best way to burn fat is to use the fat. Fat is stored energy. Fat is long-term energy. Why is it so hard to get rid of all your fat? Because it's the fat's literal job not to be gotten rid of and not to be burned. Duh. So when you fast, you automatically go into ketosis as well, which will turn that fat into energy. That stored energy will be changed from the fat form, and it'll be burned. I need some more water, bro, because I'm going on a rant now. I'm very passionate about these things, but I'm very passionate about the science of these things and how these things are working, and then put them into a spiritual way. So like I said, going back to it being a sacred thing to be able to control yourself and to stop yourself from doing what's so natural to you. There are benefits even within your body when you do these things. Now, I'm not saying to do them to the extreme, to go on semen retention for 500 million days, or to fast 100 million days in a row, and then you're starving, you're losing 95 pounds a week, and you start weighing like 120 pounds. I'm just saying, use them moderately or use them occasionally so that you're taking care of yourself and that you have the self-control that you need. So when we talk about semen retention and stuff, you technically aren't on semen retention if you don't have the choice to come or bust a nut. Oh, well, anybody can watch porn. I'm not talking about porn. I'm talking about, have you ever been in a position where a woman literally wants you to have sex with her, and you do it though, right? You do it. She's throwing you have the opportunity to have sex with her. My point I'm about to make is that these decisions are always harder when you have a choice. It's always harder to be on semen retention when you have women who want you to fuck them, rather than the guy who just gets no pussy and he's on semen retention. It's easy for you, my nigga. You don't even have anything testing you for real. So you don't even know if your self-control is really being tested. And I would argue that it's not. Just because you don't watch porn, or just because you don't fold to that. But are you in a position where women are trying to fuck you? Women are throwing themselves at you, and all you got to do is slide, and you can finish that side quest. That's where you'll really be tested. Beyond that point though, my point is that when you're put in that position where you have the choice, that's when you'll be tested. And when you get tested in that way, and you're still able to go through semen retention, the bigger picture is that, I'll give you an example from me personally. Because I have that self-control, right? I remember months ago, it was one time where I was about to go live on Twitch, but I also had the choice of a Dooney Demon slide to my crib and me fucking. I had the choice between her sliding to my crib and me fucking, and me going live on Twitch that night. Cause I forget how the timing of it worked. I can't remember what it was, but she hit me up. It was like probably 7 or 8 o'clock, and she was like, and I had the opportunity, right? And I was like, damn, I was just about to go live on Twitch. I told her no. Went live on Twitch and ended up dropping one of the biggest videos that I ever dropped before. But in that position, had I allowed my lust to take over, had I allowed my impulsive desire to take over, she didn't that motherfucking bed. Yeah, that motherfucking getting dropped off. Now, needless to say, that unfolded when it did unfold. But if you don't have the ability to have self-control, to be able to think clearly under pressure, because there's always a bigger picture to the bigger picture. That's what you gotta realize. It's not just, oh, I'm on semen retention, I'm holding my nut. Oh, I'm fasting, I'm just not eating food. It's a bigger picture, bro. Under these circumstances, you'll learn the ability to think clear under pressure. The pressure of, damn, I wanna fuck, but I know I should keep grinding and focus on my business right now. So, but if a dude who don't have that ability to think clearly and think straight under pressured circumstances, he not gonna be able to take control in those moments. He just gonna say, yeah, come over my crib, fuck the live, I'll go live tomorrow, or fuck it, he gonna fold to his desires. You see what I'm saying? It's always the bigger picture of that self-control, that inner control that you have in knowledge of yourself, to where you encounter these circumstances. Peer pressure don't make you fold no more. A woman throwing herself at you don't make you fold no more. So now guess what? It's harder to trick you. It's harder to fool you. It's harder to manipulate you. It's harder to use you, because you truly have the ability to know what you need, to know when you need it, and to know what's important at any time in your life. Even when you horny, you still can think straight to say, that's a dumb decision. Don't hit her up. Don't slide. You know better. You know that girl trouble. You know that's a toxic ex. Don't hit her up. I don't care how damn bad you. But if you can't even control yourself, you're going to fold to all these circumstances. Next thing, guess what? You're going to be dealing with the consequences in your life, and then you're going to be bitching, oh, my life sucks, I'm fighting my demons. No, bozo, you're facing your consequences of your actions. That's not fighting your demons, my nigga. You facing consequences of your actions. But you just constantly folding to your inner desires and impulses that you don't even recognize that. So with that being said, to transition it back to how the internet makes these to just throws these terms around, I don't really like it, and I don't really care about it. I just like the bigger picture of it. So that's my thoughts on semen retention. If you have any more thoughts of that in the comments, let me know. If you have any more questions about it, like I would like to hear what y'all think on this. And there might even be some people who know more about the science of semen retention than I do. To me, the science part of it is not really the biggest part. I just look at it as like, it's the importance of that self-control and being able to control yourself under mental pressure, to be able to still think clearly under those circumstances. That's my opinion and my thoughts on it. Is that once you develop that, at that point you don't really need semen retention no more. And like I said, like I usually say when people ask me about this, I usually say the people that benefit the most from it are people who have porn addictions, or people who can't stop having sex with women, or to the point where it's like they have this bad habit and it's impacting their life in a negative way. So even like I said, back to fasting, this person is eating too much. They're getting diabetes. They're getting fatter. They're getting unhealthy. They're getting slow, sloppy, or they're drinking too much. They're smoking too much. And it starts to impact their health negatively. That's where you need to realize that the issue needs to get checked. So, TyKwonDoe, thoughts on semen retention, fasting, and all of the above and beyond. Dojo to the moon to Saturn, and we leave in the solar system a limp, won't even know we exist, baby.